As February 2nd approaches, many of us prepare for the annual tradition of watching a groundhog predict the weather, a quirky, light-hearted moment in the heart of winter. But did you know that Groundhog Day has roots in the Catholic feast of Candlemas? Beneath the surface of this fun tradition lies a surprising connection to faith, history, and the enduring power of light. Here are 10 fascinating ways Groundhog Day and Candlemas intertwine, offering both fun insights and a chance for deeper reflection. 1. Groundhog Day's Catholic roots. Groundhog Day originates from the Feast of Candlemas, celebrated 40 days after Christmas, to mark the presentation of Jesus in the temple. Candlemas includes the blessing of candles, symbolizing Christ as the light of the world. Over time, weather lore tied to Candlemas evolved into the modern Groundhog Day. 2. The Candlemas weather proverb. An old European proverb connects Candlemas to weather predictions. If Candlemas Day be fair and bright, winter will have another flight. This rhyme reflects the agricultural community's practical observations of seasonal changes, eventually inspiring the modern weather forecasting tradition through a groundhog's shadow. 3. From hedgehogs to groundhogs. In Europe, the weather prognosticating animal of choice was often a hedgehog. When German immigrants brought the tradition to America, they adapted it to the groundhog, a creature native to Pennsylvania. This change reflected the local fauna and reinforced how cultural traditions evolved in new settings. 4. The symbolism of light. Candlemas celebrates Christ as the light of the world, bringing hope and salvation. Similarly, Groundhog Day focuses on the presence or absence of light, whether the groundhog sees its shadow. While one points to weather predictions, the other reminds us of the spiritual light that dispels all darkness and guides our journey in faith. 5. A reminder of renewal. Candlemas celebrates purification and renewal, marking Mary's adherence to the Mosaic Law 40 days after Jesus' birth. Groundhog Day, with its anticipation of spring, carries a secular but similar theme of renewal and hope for brighter days ahead. Both invite us to reflect on the hope that overcomes the cold and darkness in nature and spirit. 6. A time to reflect on shadows. The groundhog's shadow determines whether winter lingers or spring arrives. Spiritually, shadows remind us of the darkness that can cloud our lives and the importance of Christ's light in overcoming it. How often do we allow shadows, like doubt or fear, to block His light in our lives? 7. The Feast of Goodbye Christmas. In some traditions, Candlemas marks the final day of the Christmas season. It's a time to take down Christmas decorations, transition into ordinary time, and carry the joy of Christ's birth into the rest of the year. 8. A celebration of creation. Groundhog Day, rooted in observing nature, offers a chance to marvel at God's creation. The hibernating groundhog and the changing seasons reflect the natural rhythms of life that call us to gratitude and stewardship of the earth, as taught in Catholic social teaching. 9. Groundhog Day as a spiritual metaphor. The repetitiveness of Groundhog Day, especially popularized by the beloved film, can symbolize our spiritual struggles, falling into familiar patterns of sin and needing God's grace to break free and grow in holiness. The light of Christ offers us the grace to move forward, transforming monotony into purpose. 10. A call to see the bigger picture. While Groundhog Day invites us to think about the weather, Candlemas reminds us of a larger story: the journey from Christ's presentation in the temple to His ultimate sacrifice on the cross. February 2nd serves as a reminder that Christ's light continues to shine in the world, overcoming all darkness. As you enjoy Groundhog Day's light-hearted fun, take a moment to reflect on Candlemas and its deeper meaning. Through the warmth of blessed candles, the joy of Christ's light, and the hope for spring, February 2nd reminds us that light triumphs over darkness. So, this Groundhog Day, embrace the whimsy while remembering the profound truth. The light of Christ shines in every corner of creation, even in the shadow of a groundhog. What connections between Candlemas and Groundhog Day stand out to you? Share your thoughts in the comments